What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man 28, and we are 5-2. And this game was a very offensive game, a game where I thought it would be a little bit more defensive, a more not too high scoring, but man, this was really high scoring, and the defense really let it loose today. Um, but the offense really just set that field on fire with so many yards. Um, so let's get right into it. Minnesota wins 42-30 against the Detroit Lions. So Kirk Cousins balling it out. 24 of 34, 337 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Yes. Rushing, Dalvin Cook, another 100-yard game. 25 carries, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, average of 5.7 yards carry. Madison didn't really have too good of a game, but backup running back, so not too big of a deal. But CJ Ham, even though he got only 1 carry for 9 yards, it was on I think a third and short. Good fullback dive by him. And receiving, Stephon Diggs stepping it up again. 7 catches, a buck 42. No touchdowns, but oh man, that deep one at the end, very gutsy, very gutsy by Kevin Stefanski, throwing it on second down. I think it was second down. I'm not 100% sure, but deep to Stephon Diggs, going all the way down to the Detroit 5 yard line, and then scoring with Dalvin Cook, the chef. Irv Smith and Kyle Rudolph both had 5 catches. Irv Smith with 60 yards, Kyle Rudolph with 58 yards, but Kyle Rudolph will get the last lap in terms of the tight end battle because he got a touchdown. So I love Kyle Rudolph got a touchdown game. Get him more in the game, passing game, please, please. I mean, I love Irv Smith Jr. drafted him, but Kyle Rudolph's the OG. Um, so great by him. And Ola BC Johnson, 4 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown, stepping up for when Adam Thielen was injured. And talking about Adam Thielen, I'm wearing the jersey today. He did get only 1 catch, 25 yards, but it was a touchdown. Yes, a touchdown for Adam Thielen. Are you feeling it? But today I was more Diggs in it. Um, yeah, Diggs. But the only downside for Diggs is that he did have a fumble. Luckily, Alexander Madison recovered it. Um, and then we intercepted Matthew Stafford when he was just trying to go deep in garbage time. And yeah, so great job by Trey Waynes on that. And let me see other defensive stats. We only had 2 sacks. One was by Everson Griffin, and one was by Daniil Hunter. So both defensive ends getting a sack. Couldn't really get too much pressure on Matthew Stafford, but we did a good job, at least holding them to short gainage. Kicking, Dan Bailey missed a 46-yard field goal, wide left. Vikings kicking problems, just it's just a curse. It's a curse, I'm telling you. Vikings kicking problems. I don't know what it is, but did go 6 of 6 on extra points. At least we know he can make extra points, but field goals are much better to get than extra points. Um, Anything else? Amir Abdullah had a decent game against this old team. Did let Max Stafford go for 364, 4 touchdowns, but the interception hold them very well in the rushing game. Each running back only getting less than 30 yards. Did let Danny Amendola go for a 105. I don't think Kirk Cousins got sacked. Kirk Cousins did not got sacked. Another great job by our offensive line. I mean, when you see that Vikings, did not allow any sacks. The Vikings offensive line did very good, especially when Dalvin Cook gets over 100 yards. So, yeah, going through the scoring summary real quick. Uh, Lions start by getting a touchdown to Marvin Jones, who had a monster game. 7-0 Lions. Then we come back with an Adam Thielen touchdown, 7-7. That's where Adam Thielen got injured. Then the Lions come back with their own touchdown, Marvin Jones, 3-yard touchdown, 14-7. And Vikings touchdown to Olabisi Johnson, 14-14. That was the first quarter. Second quarter, Vikings, Dalvin Cook, 8-yard touchdown. And then Matthew Stafford to Marvin Jones again, 10-yard touchdown, 21-21 at halftime. I was starting getting a little nervous for our defense, and I didn't know if our offense could keep up, but we did. Vikings touchdown, CJ ham. We went all ham on them. And then a field goal, 46-yard field goal by the Lions. Yeah, Lions make their own 46-yarder, but we can't make ours. Fourth quarter, Vikings get a touchdown. Rudolph 35-24. Then a touchdown to Marvin Jones, 35-30. Missed the 2-point conversion. Then Dalvin Cook after the long Stephon Diggs completion, 42-30. And that's the end of the game. We're 5-2. Going to hopefully be 6-2 on Thursday Night Football when we face Case Keenum and Adrian Peterson. Can't wait for that. This has been Minnesota Vikings Fan 28. And as always, Skol.